How you doing, everyone? This is Matt Munguia. I'm a longtime client of mine been a client since February of 2015. And interesting story here. She got a policy from me in February, and then she called me back out in October of the same year, so about 8 months later, wanting some more coverage. And so we got her an extra policy on the final expense side of things, and then I actually offered her a cancer plan with Aetna, and at the time she was giving me a hard time about not wanting or not needing the cancer plan. But I told her, 1 in 3 women will get cancer in their lifetime, and needless to say, she got the plan. She trusted in me, and I wanted her to tell her story of exactly what happened. So let's turn this camera around. All right, say hi there.
Hi, I'm Mrs. Enriqueta San Juan.
And from San Antonio. So tell us a little bit about it. We met. You filled out one of these cards that come in the mail to you, and I came out to help you out with your final expenses.
Yes, sir.
And you got a $12,000 plan from me at that time, and then. And then you called me about 8 months later, in October 28th of 2015. I have it written down. I came back out and we helped you with another plan. You wanted to add another 20,000 to what you already had, so a total of, what is that, 32,000 in final expense. And then at that time, I had told you about maybe looking into the cancer plan that we have from Aetna. And I know you gave me a little issues with that. Tell me why you didn't think you needed it at that time.
Well, I didn't want it because, I don't know, I just didn't want it. I said, no, I really don't want the cancer because I don't think I want to get cancer.
Exactly.
And you keep on telling me, yeah, well, you never know, ma'am, you never know, but you convince me to take it. And I said, well, okay, anyway, $69, that's nothing, sir.
Right.
That's nothing. I said, okay, I'll believe on you and I'm going to go in and take it. So I did. I took the $69. I said, I'm going to go and take it.
And how much coverage is that 69?
It was $20,000.
For 20,000. And you were in your 70s when you got this plan.
Yes.
Right. So it's not a large price to pay, right? Now tell us what happened from that point forward when you got the plan. Tell us what happened 2 months later.
Okay. It was after Thanksgiving. 2 days after Thanksgiving, I was sitting down, and then suddenly I got sick. My heart started beating real fast. And I told my husband, I said, take me to the hospital because something's wrong with my heart. And he said, what's wrong? And he was surprised because I never get sick. And he said, what's wrong? I said, you got to be kidding. I said, no, hurry up because you won't know what to do with me. And he said, okay, come on. So he took me to the hospital. And I told right away, they took me back there in the emergency room. And they put me in the tubes and everything. And they told me, the doctor came out, he said, there's nothing wrong with you, ma'am. And from your heart is doing fine. Let me do a CT. And I said, well, okay, with the CT, we'll find out and see what's wrong with you. And I said, well, that's fine. So everybody from my family was there, and they told me, yes, mom, do it and see what's wrong with you since you're here. And I said, okay, that's fine. So he did it. When he came out, and everybody was there, and he told me, he said, you know what, ma'am, we have some bad news for you. And I said, what, sir? And he said, you have cancer. And I said, what, sir? I said, you have cancer. Cancer? I said, from where, sir? He said, from your left kidney. I said, from my left kidney, sir. When I was telling the doctor I was going every year, every time I used to go in for a checkup, I used to tell him, I said, check everything with me, sir. I mean, check my blood and everything, see what's wrong with me. He said, there's nothing wrong with you. But the doctor told me, you never check on your blood. You always have to do a CT and see what's wrong with you. That's the proper way to do it, instead of doing blood work.
Right.
That's what he told me. He said, don't just check the blood work. He said, no, do a CT.
And what stage was your cancer in by this time?
He told me my cancer was in stage 4. I was in stage 4.
Stage 4, pretty serious. Stage 4.
Stage 4. It was November the 27th when I went to the emergency room. He said, and we're gonna do the surgery. I'm gonna send you to a specialist. Well, I'm the specialist, but we're gonna send you to another one. And I want you to go and see him right away. I'm going to put a stat for you to see him. and we need to do the surgery in December, no later than December. Don't stay, to forget about Christmas, forget about everybody. In December, this is an emergency.
Right.
So we did
Right.
it before Christmas. So we did it before Christmas.
Right. Great. And so they removed
My left kidney.
left kidney. They
Right.
removed the left kidney, and you've been in remissions ever since. Right.
And when I came out, he said, "Ma'am, you know what? We removed the left kidney, and it did pretty good. We removed the whole thing, and it's
Yeah.
perfect."
And then how much later before you put in for the claim and received the proceeds from the
Well, since I was sick and I couldn't drive and everything, my girls are working. I couldn't go. I waited about maybe a whole year.
Oh, wow.
A whole year to go to
make the claim.
make a claim, about a year. But they were real nice. Since I was paying it, I didn't know about it. I was still paying it, and I didn't care because I know they would pay me back.
Right.
And then the people from Aetna,
Uh-huh.
from Aetna Insurance, they were real nice. They said, "Ma'am, don't worry about it. We'll give her every penny that you have put in."
Okay.
And they did.
So you actually got more than 20,000.
Oh yes, they gave me 20,000 plus what I was paying for every month, the 69.72 or whatever it was.
Yeah, that times the year that you were paying. Wow.
Yes.
So that's almost $21,000, and so that kind of helped ease your mind, and help with some of the costs associated probably with it. I think you said you're able to with some of the extra money actually help with things around the house and
yes,
things like that, and take a couple a trip with your family and things like that. So
I didn't want to spend it because I thought maybe I said, well, how about something happens to me, again.
right, again.
Uh-huh.
Yeah. So no, I appreciate your testimonial. I mean, that's a pretty powerful story. Like I've said before, my mother is a breast cancer survivor. She had a cancer plan, and without that cancer plan, there would have been a lot more rough